switches to Justice Blake. Elvis Sheba for the darling boy of Dansoman. Very, very enterprising. Played some good football with Liberty Professional before leaving the shores of the country, got back and had the nod to be a part of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Has a goal already for Kotoko in this run towards the semi-final. Brekum Chelsea, Herbert Joe, Justice Blake gets to it, but Zakaria Hussein is on the other end. Ball eludes everyone, but Joe Tristan 10 and finds Stephen Amakona and he's brought down. Stephen Amakona is brought down using team men with the corporates this time around. Brekum Chelsea attacking from all angles. And they win themselves a free kick. 21 minutes gone. Kotoko 0, Brekum Chelsea 0. Prince Anane, some 20 meters away from goal. What will he do? Takes a few steps back and sends the ball just across the face of Justice Blake. But Kotoko will still defend their lines really well. And Sakada was there, heads go up. Chelsea take over. Still on the left, Misaki Field is trying to get his legs over it. He's beaten to it and Kotoko is racing. Obayaya wanted to get to that one, but Sakada was already down. Kotoko high-tempered when they are on the attack.
Yes, Kotoko playing well. Anytime they are in attack, they look for Abet Amwa, Kwame Poko, or Saka Dauda. And these players are very fast on the ball in the opponent's attack. So for me, I'm not surprised the coach is relying on these players. And if Brekum Chelsea are not careful, they could cause a surprise this evening.
Referee Graham needs to stamp his authority on this game before it gets out of hand. Tempers are rising, adrenaline off the roof, and he has to be able to tame everybody. We are enjoying such a good game after 22 minutes here at Takwana Bosu Stadium. You're just joining us on this first ever live syndicate on Sports Live. We are bringing you the second semi-final game of the 2024-2025 MTN FA Cup between Asante Kotoko and Brekum Chelsea. Another tussle right in front of the referee. And he says it goes the way of Brekum Chelsea. Referee Manuel Graham. Ball goes to the left. Justice Blake there, heads it down. Referee has the wrestle to his mouth again. And Henry Hansen picks it up. And they were looking for Babayaya, another tackle. And Vincent Klou is also down. The game getting physical at this point in time.
Very, very physical, and just as you said, we expect the referee to stamp his authority. We need not really have it to be so critical, and when it happens that way, it's going to spoil the whole transition of the team. You realize that both teams have been very good when it comes to transition, but I'm looking out for Brekum Chelsea to diversify their tactics. You realize that Kotoko have been able to fashion out Amankona, but I don't understand why they keep giving the ball to Amankona. If they're able to do that, I think it will really help for them.
Peace has prevailed and game will continue. Samba O'Neill's ball. Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the half of Chelsea. Babayaya finds Justice Blake. He tries a shot, but straight into the fans in the blue stand.
Yes, it was Kwame Poku who was in control of the ball, but there's no space. He has to go back to Justice Blake, and he also wanted to try. It's a nice try, but unfortunately, the ball is off, and you can't score with this drive.
We are still looking for the ball, but this one will be played by Vincent Klou, making their way into the half of Kotoko. Klou finds Joe. Wilbert Joe looking for Marvin. And Kotoko will take over. Elvis Sheba finds Babayaya. He switches to the left. But already Kwame Poku is in an outside position.
I think goalkeeper Emmanuel Edi is also gaining confidence. If you look at his movements, I think he's doing well. At a point we all thought without Obin Seche Gregory, it would be very difficult for Brekum Chelsea to play, but it looks like Edu Emmanuel has been the man in the MTN FA Cup for Brekum Chelsea.
Faseni finds Stephen Amakona. Amakona's ball. Marvin This is Marvin. Kamara goes in there, goes for the ball. What is the referee saying? The referee says Mohamed Kamara went in for the ball. So that is not a penalty.
Excellent goalkeeping. And I have always said, since Coach Abdul Karim Zito took over Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Mohamed Kamara's confidence level is higher times 5 of what we knew him to be. And I think that is something that the coach deserves. He's really worked on the goalkeeper and his confidence level.
Somebody who is not a happy man, he equally thought that could have been a penalty.
He's not happy.
Been a penalty.
There was no way that was going to be a penalty. It was a well played through ball. I thought that he was going to shoot, but he hesitated a bit and he allowed Kamara to come in. And so there was no way the referee was going to go for that.
Ball, Mohamed Kamara up to the task again. Game will continue. Sakada's ball, but out it goes. He was looking for Kwame Brekum.
Difficult for him to pick that ball.
They are down the turf. Kumasi Asante Kotoko player down in their own half. Rolling on the turf in pain. Looks like Albert Amar. Not Albert. Wait to see the player that is down, but it's temporarily hold up here at the Takwana Bosu Stadium is the second semi-final game of the 2024-2025 MTN FA Cup. Kumasi Asante Kotoko slugged it out with Brekum Chelsea here in the mining city of Takwa. And we've done 27 minutes, no goals to show. It's goalless if you are just joining us. And it was Patrick Esiedu who was down and in pain, up on his feet, making a run down the touchline, possibly to join the game. But on the other hand, game continues. Clue finds Hubert Joe. Back to Vincent Clue. He tries his luck across the... Not a bad try at all. Vincent Clue, AJ.
Yes, Vincent Clue, Kwesi Soro to Baduri, Hubert Jehu, these 3 players commanding the midfield for Brekum Chelsea. I'm not surprised they are giving us topmost performance in the semi-final of the MTN FA Cup.
Samba finds Patrick. Patrick on the run, but he's brought down. And Tempest. But we are seeing them. Red. And looking for a winner to get through to the final. Come 15th June 2025 at the University of Ghana Stadium. Remember that yesterday, Golden Kicks beat Atram the Beast 3-1, and so they are watching on and already mapping up strategy. Albert Amos ball. But the referee had already spotted that push, and it will be a free kick right at the spot where he is pointing, and Justice Blake picks it up regardless, ready to see if he can try another shot for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But Babayaya is there. Patrick Esiedu wants nothing with that ball, runs to the left. Is it going to be Babayaya or Justice Blake? Blake looks like he will take that one for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Whistle goes and he does. This time he tries a less powered shot, but that is headed away. Sakadada picks it up, sends it back. Goes there to the final connection, heads go up. That was Samba O'Neill's header. And it's a goal kick to Chelsea. This time Emmanuel Edu tries his left. Was looking for Prince Anane, but out it goes. Justice Blake picks up quickly. Sends a throw back to the half of Chelsea for Senis Karate. Heads go up. Prince Anane finds Stephen Amakona. Amakona unable to play through and apologizes immediately to Prince Anane. We've done 30 minutes already, and if you're just joining us on the syndicate transmission on Sports Live, it's Asante Kotoko 0, Brekum Chelsea 0. Mohamed Saidu Brekum Chelsea on the attack. Ball being played amongst themselves. This is Chrissy Sorotu. Back to Mohamed Seydou. Sorotu finds his marker. Gets through the middle and his Sorotu heads go up. Elvis headed it down, but there was no red shirt. Husseini picks it up. Anani controls down the flanks. Who is there? Elvis runs into him and could attract the first booking of this game. Referee had his hand in his pocket, but decided to first of all warn him. And so Elvis Chebafo is left off the hook. And Brekum Chelsea will win a free kick in that regard.
Well, one thing that has been very notable of these two teams is the fact that they've not been able to utilize the dead ball situations. And so what you'd expect that this one could come off as a good one for them, but let's see how they
behind that one. Kamara with that two-man wall. Amo and Elvis. I see Anani, I see Amankona. Who will take this free kick from 10 meters away from goal for Brekum Chelsea. The Bibris looking to get into the final of this competition for the first time since 2011. But already, referee Graham has spotted that push, and Kotoko will win a free kick, quickly taken by Harry Ansu. Switches to his left, finds Akar Dauda. Back to Patrick. Patrick finds Samba. Henry, back to Samba O'Neill. In their own half, surging forward gradually. Kwame Poku's ball. Timenu switches to his right. Is Elvis Chebafo's ball. Who is there to do the final connection? Mohamed Seydou heads it away. And Brekum Chelsea will defend their lines very well. And Samba O'Neill shoved off his marker. Samba O'Neill shoved off Mazake Free. And it's going to be a free kick immediately. So Brekum Chelsea. Free kick quickly taken. Brekum Chelsea getting the ball to the right spot. And the whistle goes. Mohamed Seydou. Mohamed Seydou was looking for Hubert. And they win another free kick in the center of the pitch. Husseini Zakaria elects himself to take that one, switches to his right, heads go up, and he's looking for Kennedy Kofi. Kennedy to Mezak. Mezak a twist and turn, sends it back to Kennedy, back heel and on looking. Kennedy is brought down, and the flag goes up. But Kennedy Kofi, Mensa is not happy. Samuel Guedu can afford a grin. I don't really understand how that went against Brekum Chelsea.
I really love him on the touchline. He's got the answers. He will make you feel that he's part of the game. He's enjoying the game. And there's something Abdulkarim Zito also does. Usually on the touchline, you see him with his actions and reactions. So I think it is good for the game. And when I see someone going to do all this, I get super excited.
Samba O'Neill's kick. Looking for Sakadada, gets his head to it. Babaya has control. Who is there to pick it up? Patrick. Kwame Poku is easily brought down and signaling that Mohamed said we should be shown the yellow card, but the referee Brekum will take none of those complaints and has his hand stuck in the air, indicating the points for that free kick to be taken for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. On the left hand of attack, a good position for Sakadada to try. But I see three of the men in red having a mini conference as to who will take that free kick.
Oh, you may want to call this a conclave. Let's see what is able to come out of this one. But as I told you earlier, these two sides have been very, very bad when it comes to the dead ball situation. It's a very juicy free kick at a very advantageous position. Let's see what Kotoko is able to do with this one.
I see Patrick Essiedu, I see Sakadada, and I see Albert Amwa, who will elect himself for this free kick.
It looks like Patrick Essiedu.
Takes a few steps back. Position himself well, waits for the whistle, and leaves it for Sakadauda, straight into the waiting arms of Emmanuel.
Nice drive, but then the goalkeeper was right at that position, and so it was a normal ball for him. But I think Saka actually showed a lot of power in this set piece.
Game continues, 37 minutes done. Marvin finds Kennedy, unable to go past Patrick. He leaves it down looking for Kwame Poku and Emmanuel.
Kwame Poku had the ball, the goalkeeper was right. It was the same incident as Kamara when he went in for the ball directly. And then, you know, the strikers, they'll give you the answers to prove that there is a touch.
Zakaria Fasedi finds Kwesi. Kwesi Sorotu leaves that ball for Vincent Klu. Klu finds Kennedy. Kennedy allows Marvin to have a feel of that one. Klu beats into it and goes down, and Intimenu is the culprit. Referee body and sticks to his calls. If you meet referee Graham in person, very quiet, difficult to get words out of him, and it's just showing and how he's officiating. Ball in the half of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Sakadauda defending that one like his life defense on it and out it goes.
When you talk about Graham, well, they say still waters run very deep, and so you would always expect him to be very, very firm in his decision.
39 minutes gone. Corner kick. Brekum Chelsea and Prince Anane elects himself for that one. One for Kumasi Asante Kotoko to defend. And for the Beavers to see if they can get the first goal or draw the first blood here. Anane's corner. Heads go up. Marvin was trying to head that out. It goes. And it will be another corner for Brekum Chelsea. 2 on the trot. Abdul Karim Zito signaling his technical bench. Are we going to see a change? But here is the second corner, straight into the arms of Mohamed Kamara. He holds on to it steadily. Closer to his left, was looking for Sakadada, but it is sent the other way by Kwesi. And back to Kamara. Here is his kick. Just some meters away from the center line, and it's still back in his half. Heads go up. Samba O'Neill, but it falls to Kwesi Sorotu. Leaves it for Marvin. He's brought down. And the referee is always swift to see where the action is. Kwesisoro too quickly sends that to Marvin. Marvin is looking for Vincent Clue. Clue is beating to it. This is Samba O'Neal. Baba Yaya raising his hands for that ball. He receives it finally. Elvis Shebafo is racing down the right. Jamis. And leaves that ball for Albert Amo. Albert Amo is brought down by Mohamed Seydou. There you have it. Mohamed Seydou brought down the last man in Albert Amo. And referee Graham points to the spot.
Right call. It's a right call. If you look at Albert Amo, very pacey. He was there. He managed to get the ball. But then Mohamed Seydou actually had no option than to bring him down, because at that angle, if he fails to get the ball at the man, it would be a straight goal for Albert Amo. So it's an advantage for Kotoko to get the first goal. It's very close.
Very, very close.
If they are able to plan well, this should be their first goal in the game.
The spot was not the penalty spot. But some few meters away from Emmanuel Edu's post, and who will take that all-important free kick. A lot of the players and even the fans felt that when Murphy Graham had his hands pointing to the goalpost, it was a penalty. But I'm sorry, no penalty.
Not a penalty.
A very crucial free kick for Brekum Chelsea to defend. I can see about 8-man wall. And Kwame Poku is one. He leaves it. That was a power shot. They damaged all of us. Patrick Essiedu led the way. Albert Amo followed, but finally Henry Ansu was the man who delivered the goods, but not to the right recipients. Game continues. Brekum Chelsea turn on the heat, looking for Marvin. Marvin is racing to it. Samba O'Neal is there. Defense beautifully. Seydou gets to it first. Finds his marker. Kennedy unable to hold on to it. Kwame Poku gets it. This is Albert Amo racing down the right. He twists and turns. Who was there to do the final connection? But unfortunately, Kennedy goes. Picks it up for Brekum Chelsea. Still in midfield.
As final delivery.
Baba Yaya's final delivery was wrong. He had all the ball. He received it, damaged, and finally allowed Emmanuel Essiedu to get faster.
He's been doing this. He knows how to control the ball. He knows how to take on men, but final delivery all the time, and that is why we don't see Baba Yaya scoring more goals. We've seen midfielders getting 8-9 goals, but Baba Yaya at the end of every season could give you 4-3 because of his final delivery. If he's able to work on that, I can tell you, his pace and his style of play is likely to give Kotoko 10-11 goals per season.
Well, really got himself through behind the defense of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. For everyone who thought that Kotoko had got it a fortune, but only for him to get into the final third and then lack the decision and also the precision, and could not really make use of it.
Baba Yaya's final decision forcing Kumasi Asante Kotoko here at the Taekwondo Bosu Stadium is the second semi-final game. We've done 45 minutes, and we are going to be doing 3 more according to the 4th referee. No goals to show at this point in time. It's Kotoko 0, Brekum Chelsea 0. No Steven Amankona to show for Brekum Chelsea. Try as Albert Amo is and Kwame Poku, they are yet to give Kumasi Asante Kotoko the goals up front. Tables 10 is Kennedy Kofi. Ball down the right, and Kamara, very lucky on that location. Had the ball locked in between his legs. And that is also a save for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Kamara's ball down the left. Let's go up. Mohamed Saidu's defense. Kwesi Sorotu. This is Kennedy. Kennedy running down. He's held and brought down. Babayaya, but Kennedy moves his feet straight into the stomach of Babayaya. That is so unsporting.
Yes, and so at this stage, Brekum just are a bit tired, clearly. And so when they get the ball, controlling becomes difficult. At this stage, you really want to go for the first half break so you can relax. And so what you end up doing is to be bringing your opponent down. And that is really a strategy to end the first half. But I think it's really not good for him as a player because you need to consider your opponent's injury situation.
has been booked. And that free kick falling to Chelsea. This is Zakaria Husseini's ball up in the air, straight in the arms of Kamara. His challenge to that one. And the referee calls back Mohamed Saidu. He has to be careful. He has been cautioned, one too many, and could go into the books of referee Graham. But Mohamed Kamara is up on his feet. Find somebody new. Game will continue. And the last minute of the 3 that was added on, sends it to his left. Patrick switches to the right and finds Kwame Koko, who is already offside. Emmanuel Adu will pick it up for Brekum Chelsea. In the last 20 seconds of additional time, well, there goes the whistle. 45 minutes plus 3 minutes of time added on. And it's goalless between Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Brekum Chelsea. The second semi-final game of the 2024-2025 MTN FA Cup. Who joins Golden Kick in the final? The next 45 will decide. But before we go more, we've had some good game in the first half. A little, very physical at a point. Kotoko trying their luck, coming very close to that Brekum Chelsea out. Did you enjoy the first half?
I really enjoyed the first half. End-to-end action. First 20 minutes was balanced. Brekum Chelsea creating, Kumasi Asante Kotoko also creating. The last 15 minutes has been Kumasi Asante Kotoko trying to create. Albert Amwa has been in action. Babayaya, the last minute opportunity. And then the Kwame Poku trying